All right, hello there, art people. We are going to go ahead and do the next step of this lesson. So we have painted our mints, we have decorated our mints, and we're now going to go ahead and cut them out. So go ahead and get your scissors, and we are going to free our circles from the paper before we really cut them out. So when I say that we're going to free it from the paper, we're just going to cut out the general location where each mint is. So now the T is free from the rest. I have not really cut out the circle perfectly, I've just freed it. So we're cutting really far away from our edges. So because we want 5 little papers instead of 1 big paper. So go ahead and do that. I'll give you some time to finish that up. Okay. Now that our mints are free, we are going to cut on our circle line and actually cut them out. So go ahead and start cutting out your mints. Like this. Okay. So then you're going to have 3 piles in front of you. You're going to have a pile of your cut out mints, a pile for your trash, and a pile of the mints that need to be cut out. Okay, so everyone at your table should have a little trash pile. This is actually a recycling pile. So instead of having 4 small recycling piles, go ahead and put them all together in the middle of your table. So you have 1 stack of recycle trash in the middle of your table. All right. Now that everybody has put theirs together, we're going to get a piece of yarn. So at your table, there is a box that has 4 little Ziploc bags. And there's a ball of yarn in each little Ziploc bag. They're all the same color. So just grab yourself a Ziploc bag and then take the little ball of yarn out. Okay. Set the little bag aside. You don't want to lose it. And set the little ball next to it. Now, we have to decide and determine turn my light up a bit, how long our string needs to be. So we are going to make what's called a garland. And it's going to say mints. So first, find your letter M. And set it to the left. Then find your letter I. Set it next to it. Okay. And in mints, what's the next letter? N. So find your N. Set it next to that. What's after that? T. Find your T. Set it next to that. And lastly, of course, your letter S. Set it next to that. Okay. Now, we want to have about 1 or 2, it's your choice, finger spaces between each mint. And we also want to have about 5 fingers extra on the side. So we can get our yarn. And we're going to go, let me move this over a little bit so you can see. So this is, sorry, my camera just doesn't go that far out, so you don't need to move yours down. But I just wanted to show you how far to the left this needs to go. So it's about a hand width. So I'm going to unravel my yarn so that there is about this much, about a wide hand width of string coming off of the M. Okay, now I'm going to move everything back over to fit on my camera. Put everything back how it was. Okay, and then I'm going to want to have 2 fingers, about 2 or 3 or 1, somewhere fingers between each one. And then again, like another hand width after the S as well. And then that's the end of your string. So you're going to go ahead and cut. So, sorry, I know my table is a lot smaller than yours. Your tables are big enough that you'll be able to spread them all out. Really see. I'll try to get mine to fit a little better on my little table to show you how much string I have. Okay, it's about this much. All right, then that's all we need the string for. So you can, if you accidentally have some hanging off, just wrap it up, put it in your Ziploc bag. Zip the Ziploc bag. If you can't get it perfect, that's fine. Just try to close it. If you can't close it, it's okay. You're just going to try. They don't need to all be perfectly closed, so don't worry. And then you take the Ziploc bag and you put it back in that box that it came from in the middle of your table. Okay. Now, we have to do something else before we're going to attach these mints to the string. We need one more thing to do this. So you're actually going to grab one of these are called scrap papers from the middle of your table where you guys all made that big stack. And you have to make rectangles about this big. About the size, it's like about the size of like 2 fingers. And you need 5 of them. We need 1 for each of these mints. So go ahead and cut yourself about this big of a rectangle for each mint. And then you can put that recycle back in the middle of the table. That's scrap. Okay. And we don't need our scissors anymore, so those can go back in the white basket. They go in the smallest section of the white basket.